Spiritual people say, oh, I will not do business, or I will not marry, or I will not do this, or I will not do that. What is wrong with politics? What is wrong with business? If your heart is God-oriented, nothing prevents you. And you have so many examples. All these sages and saints, kings like Raja Janakas, they're glorious examples. I often quote Rama and Sita, Mother Sita. Their astrological predictions were so good when Vishwamitra and sage Vasishtha, when they were consulted by Raja Dasarath, the future of Lord Rama and Mother Sita. They said they are the best couple. Nothing can go wrong in their life. Moreover, they being avataras, they didn't have any previous impressions or previous sanskaras or baggage. Yet anything or everything that can go wrong in their life went wrong. Right? They had to go to forest. Rama had to abandon his wife, make her go through various tests. That was quite frustrating actually. And all this because of whom? Their destiny was influenced, but not by anybody else, but by their mother, Kaikeyi, stepmother. She decided that her own son should become the king, and for 14 years, Ram should go to forest. It's all right that your son Bharat can become the king, but why send that poor fellow to forest? That is not understandable, but she took the advantage of the promise that was given by the king Dasarath, and their tradition was prana jaye par vachan nahi jaye, all nonsense. Ramayana suffered because of this prana jaye but vachan na jaye, see. So when you do realize that the promise that I made is not in the right interest of everyone, then it is okay to break the promise. I had to make my heart so generous. I had to make my mind so full of understanding that I don't form the impressions. Most of the time, I form the impression because of misunderstanding. Someone says, someone jokes. I have to understand that it's just a joke. Don't take it to your heart. But some people say, oh no, वो तो मजाक ही करता रहता है, मेरी मस्करी करता है, making fun of me. So this creates impressions about person. We misjudge a person afterward. And if you have this forgiving attitude, you will not accumulate anything at all. Bad things may form impression, but even good things forms the impressions. It is easy to break away from the bad thing. How are you gonna break away from good thing? Because it is so enchanting. Again, one by one, if you try to remove sanskars, it's going to be very difficult. But as Babuji says, you turn your head from here to here, or just with a snap of your finger, or as Lalaji says, with the blink of an eye, you can move from here to that. During that moment, that very special moment when you're making a quantum leap in your consciousness, what becomes of those sanskars, whether you have earned it or somebody else forced onto you? It is like this. Whether, the only example that comes to my mind, how do you remove the darkness from your room? Do you remove little by little, 1 liter of darkness now, 2 liters later, 10 liters? No. You turn the switch on or take a mombatti or a candle, and that's it. All our practices are meant to bring about such light in our life. And this equivalent of light, comparable in our life, is awareness. Moment you become aware, darkness samskars disappears. With right understanding, the burden of guilt also dissolves. That's why we often make this sankalpa that may all sisters and brothers throughout the world develop three things: correct thinking, right understanding, and honest approach to life. If I have correct thinking and right understanding, most of my problems will go away. Existing problem. And having honest approach to life, it is like vaccination. You will not form any bad tendencies because you are so honest in your approach to life. So these three sankalpas take care of past and present and future. So answering it briefly, increase the awareness through meditation, through cleaning, surrendering yourself little by little, or in one quantum jump. Sensitivity is a double-edged sword. Ability to be sensitive and know everything around us about our spouse, what his intentions are, his bad feelings, good feelings, all this, and you become aware of it. Then what happens? If you react to it, it can only escalate the problem even more. Though his unexpressed anger or displeasure is there, but you are so sensitive that he has not even expressed it. And you come to know about it because you are so sensitive. And then you defend yourself even before he opens his mouth. Then you say, what are you talking? I don't see like that. And there will be a fight. So, to my understanding, sensitivity is good, it's a blessing if we are able to tolerate. We have a high level of tolerance and also the acceptance. Tolerance and acceptance are almost, they sound similar, but they're not so similar. I accept whatever happens because there is love involved. What if you tell your boyfriend, I tolerate you, versus you say, I accept you? Though in the beginning, tolerance and acceptance, they sound similar, but they are not similar. Right? So, sensitivity develops based on our ability to accept and tolerate both. Now, through meditation, as we observe more and more, you will develop more and more capacity to observe things and become more receptive. One way of increasing this sensitivity, Babuji says you should start writing your diary. Because while writing your diary, you will become more observant. Oh, I have to write my diary. So from morning to evening, you'll become more aware that I'm supposed to write diary. So let me remember all that thing that is going in my head, in my heart, dreams that you see, good ideas or bad ideas that you have, good thoughts or bad thoughts that you have, some profound thoughts that arises in your heart after each meditation or during each meditation, kind of experience you have during meditation. All this, you become so keen in observing these things that you slowly you are sensitized from inside. So with sensitization, understanding also develops. And with greater and greater understanding, not only yourself, but understanding others, you begin to accept them. Even when they have bad thoughts about you, you will say, he is also passing through a journey the way I am also passing through a journey, and you will not react. So this is the beauty of meditation, you see, that slowly and slowly, as we become more and more increasingly tolerant and accepting, we become more sensitive. And all these are all depending on our understanding. See, greater the understanding, greater will be your level of sensitivity. Go with making money, spend it wisely. If you can make million today and you have the capacity of making billion, make it, but spend it wisely and earn it honestly. That's all that spirituality is demanding, see. Material life and my spiritual life must go hand in hand, integrated, see. I can be very successful, and I have been very successful, but what if my spiritual wing of life was short? One wing of material life is very long and my spiritual wing is so short. What will happen to such a life? Can you imagine a bird with one long wing and one short wing? It will go round and round, see? And that's what is happening with us. Going round and round is nothing but life and death going in one circle instead of going straight up, what we call liberation, or going beyond liberation, you see. And I can tell you from my personal experiences that business world is not standing against spirituality, or spirituality is not against the business world. They can easily be integrated. You'll find across the globe who are practicing meditations of one sort or the other. And everybody's experience is the same, that yes, we can meditate at the same time, we can also coexist with material proliferation. See? And in fact, good-hearted people should make a lot of money. Imagine good-hearted people don't make money. Then you are leaving that avenues open to the bad people, terrorists, gundagiris, isn't it? Similarly, politics also. Politics is now considered, good people say, we will not enter the politics. Why not? If good people don't enter the politics, only bad will continue running it. Same thing with spirituality, you see. Spiritual people say, I will not do business, or I will not marry, or I will not do this, or I will not do that. What is wrong with politics? What is wrong with business? If your heart is God-oriented, nothing prevents you. And we have so many examples. All these sages and saints, kings like Raja Janakas, they're glorious examples. Vasishtha is an ordinary family man. Similarly, Atri Muni, similarly, Astavakra's father. And I think it is possible that I can meditate every morning, I can meditate every evening, and remain absolutely meditative 24/7 without any interference into my day-to-day life. In fact, our day-to-day regular life, we call material or baudik jivan, can actually be embellished, can actually be intensified with the practice of meditation. And that's why Lord Krishna speaks so boldly about it, that only through yoga all your activities can excel. If a child is meditating, if a teenager is meditating, if an adult is meditating, if husband and wife holding their hands together and meditate together, imagine the society. We can change it. There is so much of bankruptcy at a morality level, at a character level in a lot of people. I think this bankruptcy can be avoided by following this message from Lord Krishna, that it is through yoga only that we can excel in all our activities. Even a failure will look like a success moment you become spiritual.